Okay, so today we are going to learn about the condensation polymerization. Okay, in condensation polymerization, we first have to define it, and according to the definition, we have to say when n number of the monomers are combined to give a large chain molecule with loss of some mass, that will be called as the polymerization. And the resulting long or the large chain molecule form is called as what? Condensation polymer. Got it? So for example, we have to say this is alcohol monomer, but to the both end we have two alcoholic parts, two alcoholic groups. So we can say this is diol. We can say this is diol, and this one is carboxylic acid. But to the both end we have carboxylic acid functional group. So we can say this is dioic acid. So now, when you are going to polymerize it, just remember, remove the H from the alcoholic part and remove the OH from the acid part. Repeat the same situation for the other terminal as well. To the other terminal of the alcohol, remove the H, and from the other terminal of the acid, remove the OH. Now what you have to do, write any part, whatever you want, write any of these part after removing the H from the alcohol or after removing the OH from the acid. So I'm starting with the acid. Now here this is CH2 whole twice, and then we removed C double bond O, but we removed the OH. So you have not to write anything here. Here again you have to place C double bond O. As we cut it the OH from this part, so try not to write that OH. Now connect this monomer or this unit, this repeating unit, with the alcoholic part after removing the H from the alcohol from both ends. So we have to combine it. As a result, we get O, and then we have CH2 group, that is repeating 6 times, and again we have O as H is removed. Got it? So now you have to confirm the repeating unit by just extending these lost bonds. And you can, if you want, write down the bracket, and outside of the bracket write N, indicating that this is the simple repeat unit that is repeating many times to giving us what? A large chain molecule that is called as condensation polymer. Now you have to remember this type of the bond is called as ester bond. This type of the bond is called as ester bond, or even you can say ester linkage. But remember, try not to write the linkage. Give priority in writing the word bond. Okay. Now, for exam point of view, you have to remember this ester bond is present naturally in fats and artificially in toluene. Got it? So in fats and toluene, it is present. The what? The ester bond. You have to remember synthetically we can say esters are present in toluene and naturally it is present in fats. So now we have to proceed and we have to discuss this about the amide bond. This is also the example of condensation polymerization. But now consider I'm using CH2, and instead of the OH bond, now I am placing the amine bond, that is NH2. So as we have two amine bonds, that is called as diamine. That is called as what? Diamine. And using to the other end, I'm taking another monomer, but this one is for the acid, like CH2 repeating 4 times. Here we have C double bond O bond OH, and here we also have C double bond O bond OH. Now, as we discussed in the previous situation, always remove the OH from the acidic part to the both ends, and remove the H from the alcohol if you have, or from the amine if you have the amine. So as a result, now I'm taking this one. Okay. So here we have CH2 repeating 6 times. To this end we have N that is bonded with only one hydrogen. One hydrogen is replaced, so removed. And to this end we also have one nitrogen that is connected with hydrogen atom, and to this end the hydrogen is removed. Now you have to connect this part with the acidic molecule, like from this end after removing the OH. So we get C double bond O bond, then it is CH2 and is repeating 4 times. C double bond O, and from this end the bond is broken down, so you have to extend it, and you have to extend this one as well. If you have, or you have to place a bracket and place N. So this is the polymer, and this is condensation polymer, as H and OH will combine to produce water. So we can say there is some loss of mass as well. So there is some loss of mass. That's why we can say this is condensation polymerization. But now this is a different type of the bond here. So you have to mention that this is amide bond. This is amide bond, or even you can say this is peptide bond. And you also have to remember the peptide bond is naturally present in protein, in amino acids, and in proteins. And artificially or synthetically it is present in nylon. Got it? So condensation polymers have some uses, but as these are biodegradable, easily decomposed, hydrolyzed in presence of acid or alkali, that's why they are called as biodegradable, unlike addition polymers. Addition polymers are mainly non-biodegradable, so we have to face some consequences in disposing of those polymers. But the condensation polymers can easily be hydrolyzed and broken down as they are biodegradable. Got it? Okay. So now we have to little bit discussion more for the condensation polymers, that is for the protein. When you are involved in the formation of protein, just remember protein involves different type of the monomers. Protein involves what? Different type of the monomers. Like I'm saying, here we have a box. Box is indicating what? The carbon chain is different. And bond H, and to this end I'm placing C double bond O bond OH. So remember beta, whenever we have a molecule, to which end, sorry, to one end we have amine, and to other end we have an acid, that is called as amino acid. That is called as what? Amino acid. When different amino acids are combined with each other, like we can say, this one is the different amino acid, as here we have a shaded box, and this one is a different amino acid, as this one has a blank or empty box. Even I can take another one as well, like I'm combining it with another amino acid by placing N to the one terminal amine, and to differentiate from the other one, I'm just placing a grid. Okay. So as these are the different amino acids, and these can be polymerized with each other, the phenomena or the process remains the same. Remove the OH from the acidic part, H from the alkaline part. Remove the OH from the acidic part, H from the amine part. Remove the OH from the acidic part and H from the amine part. Now when you combine these, you will get like here, this one the shaded and bonded H. Here we have C double bond O, and this bond gone. We remove that bond. Now you have to connect it with this one by placing C double bond O bond an empty box. Here we have N bond H, and you have to connect this one with this shaded. Okay, so C double bond O bond, we have to place a grid to indicate this one. So now you can get, when different amino acids are combined by mean of the amide bond or the peptide bond, the resulting polymer is called as condensation, but is specifically called as protein. So this is the structure of protein. Hopefully you understand. Okay? What is condensation polymer? Very simple. So this video is actually the continuation of the previous one in which we learned what about the addition polymerization and addition polymer. If you have any question, beta, you can ask in the comment section. Allah Hafiz.